Listen, we have got DJ Oblig in the house. What's happening?
Yeah.
So
Hello,
What's going on? What's going on?
Not much,
bro, if you don't know about DJ Oblig, you need to get to know. But he's basically been flying the flag in New York for Grime and just for UK DJs for a while now.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
I was in New York for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Solid. And you've come back.
Yeah, I've come back for the summer, innit? I've come back to
Why did you come back to UK for the
Because
summer?
I've been to New York in the summer, so I would
It
not
was
be
a
coming
wrong
back.
decision, man. Mate, I didn't even bring no jackets, no hoodies. I was expecting sun.
Yo.
I don't know, man. I felt it was time, innit? Like I was like creating a little buzz over there, but there's only so much you can do in New York as far as Grime's concerned. So I just wanted to come back, meet people like yourself, you know, conversate, get my name up a little bit over here, and then take that momentum back to New York, and hopefully that'll help it.
Okay, cool. So how did you even in the first place just go to just decide right, I'm going to New York.
Boom.
I'm just gonna start shelling down the airwaves
Like that.
because he's on mad
And doing grime as
your
well.
station and your station is it like multi-states? out there?
Yeah. I'm on a weekly I'm on a station out there every week.
Yeah.
It's based in Vegas, innit? But it just covers the whole America.
Yeah.
And then I do the monthly on Radar.
Mhm.
So I've just been trying to stay busy and just try and
So
let
man's
them
on,
hear it as much as I can.
man's on radio in Vegas, yeah?
Well,
And you came back here.
It's based in Vegas.
based in Vegas, but it's like an internet site, so it's just all over
same
America,
that,
really.
same
Still.
that.
But he's everywhere.
But he's
basically.
everywhere,
He's all about in the
The
States.
all-seeing
And
eye right now.
you're doing events out there.
Yeah,
right, as
yeah.
well?
I had an event called Low Life.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about
I
that.
started that about 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And to be honest, that decision came at the same time as me deciding to DJ, because I moved out to New York just because I was born there, innit? So I have dual nationality.
Okay.
My
Dual citizenship
Yeah,
in that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The idea was never to go there and do grime,
Yeah.
but then when I got there and I realized there was no grime, and I'm so like in love with grime, I just felt it was natural. Like I'm gonna be the one to bring it if anyone is.
But why, sorry to cut you up, why go when it was, because kind of when you went over there, it was starting to refresh over here a bit. And that's was that a conscious decision to break out of the mode?
Bro,
Not at all.
It was so organic,
Yeah.
Literally about the same time that I was like, all right, I'm gonna do grime here.
Yeah.
Was about the same time that That's Not Me and Shutdown and It Ain't Safe dropped.
Yeah.
By Skepta, innit? And really, that was the moment where America started to listen. And it was just natural. It was like I wanted to open a door, and then
So
he
right
kind
time,
of bust open the door,
right
and I
time,
just
right place.
crept in it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it works, man. It's all been organic and it's been working so far. My event, Low Life, like I said, man, I did that 2 years ago. And it's just because I wasn't hearing anything. Like I was just kind of going to. It was like there's a lot of dubstep parties out there.
Yeah.
And there were like dubstep DJs that play grime, but there's no grime parties, there's no grime DJs. It's just.
So what was the reception
Exactly, I was
like
just about to answer, yeah.
over there for the parties? Like, because radio's one thing, and even just playing out, like having a set is one thing, but to have like a grime party like dedicated,
It's tricky, innit? Basically, I kind of had to take elements of a lot of different parties to try and incorporate it. So, you know, you take some dubstep because the dubstep there is heavy, and then the trap parties are huge.
Yeah.
And I feel like grime is somewhere in between the two. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely.
I'd call it a grime party. I'd resident always play just grime.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I'd have a dubstep person maybe open like a trap DJ and kind of just creep it into their minds.
Ease it in.
And then as the year progressed, it would get more and more heavily grime. And then I started flying people out to America. You know, we had Logan Sama,
Big.
we had Spiral, we had AJ Tracy.
Sound of the South.
Like, Mr. Snowy Danger was out there.
Yeah, Snowy.
Mr.
Captain
Snowy.
Hook.
Yeah, he smashed it over there, man. So Ghostly, Reese West, shout out them boys, Little D. Like we've had a few people.
Mad.
And what was the reception like to them over there? Or more like bringing an artist that they don't know, because it's difficult. It's difficult over here
Even coming out,
to throw a party and have people that you don't necessarily know or are familiar with. Do you know what I mean? So
you know what? They're just intrigued, innit?
Yeah.
Because they don't see it. Like, so even for someone, you know, they just like the fact that there's somebody there from the UK showing them what grime is about. Because a lot of people are intrigued and they want to know more.
Yeah.
But there's nobody out there, innit? Like,
there's no one giving them the authentic.
Nah, so, you know, unless Skepta gets flown out and does a big show, like, that's all they're getting. So the fact that I'm bringing, like, the grassroots artists, you know, the young guys, the people on the come up, they're kind of intrigued and they're excited by it. So
no, that's big, man. A massive respect to you for doing that and keeping at it as well. 100%. Because that can't, like I said, that can't have been an easy ride, because it's not at the best of times here, let alone
I know, bro,
across oceans doing something that you know they're not necessarily into or understand.
But it's all about passion, innit? And I feel like it's the same thing here too. Like, you can't really go into grime trying to get any money or anything. Like, it's all about because you want to do it. Like, I don't think I saw a penny until a year. We had our anniversary party, and that was Spyro and AJ Tracy at the same show. So I don't think I saw a penny until then.
Okay.
I know, bro. That was mad. That was mad. I think when he sold that venue out, man, like 300 people.
Yeah.
Sick.
Was
crazy.
Was Dave there as well?
Who?
Dave.
Nah. He hadn't even. At that point, it was like AJ Tracy hadn't dropped his EP. I don't think Dave had been co-signed by Drake.
Like that.
So
Okay.
he was,
early.
Yeah, a bit early still.
Okay.
Man's taste making out here, but he's
trying, bro.
Yeah. He's got to be done. So I gotta ask, where does the name DJ Oblig come from?
Oh, mate.
It's that game, innit?
Them ones. Oh, mate.
Nah, you know what?
I don't even really want to tell you.
Good.
It's basically short for obligatory, like obligatory.
I did kind of think that, but I didn't want to be.
And basically, like, me and my boys would always just like create slang just on a random one, innit?
Yeah.
And we were just talking one day saying that we like the word obligatory. But it's too long, innit? Like, you don't want to just throw that in there, like, you know, sound like some professor or whatever. We're like, alright, we'll cut it short, we'll say oblig. So then we used to throw that into conversation, like, well, should we go pub tonight? Yeah, that's oblig, innit? Right. Order a pizza, like, yeah, that's oblig, innit?
You know that's getting rejuvenated, bro. I swear that.
I am relighting that fire, bro.
That's oblig, man.
You know where it is when you see me, bro.
And then I was just cracking jokes, so I was like, yeah, I'll call myself oblig, and then people be like, shall we see oblig? Yeah, that's oblig, and I googled it, there was nothing, so
I like that, you know.
I just fell into place, man.
I like that. Man gave me the mate. I was like, that's quite.
That's not an our mate thing, bro.
No, you know it is. It's a bit of a long story, innit? So it's not.
Yeah, that's
such is life, man. Such is life. So, who would you, without like missing anybody out or doing anything, not to throw you under the bus like that, but who would you say right now, if you was gonna bring someone over to New York to say, right, here's some grime, we're gonna throw a sick party, who would either be your ideal artist, or who would you say is oblig to be there? Oh, you see that, man's using it already.
Alright, I wanna bring Big Zoo out there, innit?
Yes. Especially after the Big Zoo EP's dropped now as well.
You know what, I actually spoke to him a while ago and I wanted to bring him, but like the money just wasn't right at the time. Yeah. But he's been consistent. The EP dropped, it's sick. Like, I think we could bring him out here and bring enough people to a show for that. Yeah. So I'd quite like to bring Zoo, and I want to bring Killer P as well, to be honest with you.
Yes.
I don't think that could fail.
Yeah. I think that would give them a different level of understanding as well, because
that's
of obviously
I want them to see that. Like, there's different levels to it. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I had something in my head, and you just blew my mind there for a second, bro. Yes.
You know what? That Yardie grime flow, is huge out there, isn't it?
Because of because of the West Indian people over there, it's like that's what I mean. Taking Killer P over there would do bits, because you'd be like, right, that's a mad thing.
Plus, all of those lot have done like dubstep tunes, so that whole dubstep scene knows about them already. Flowdan, Rico, Killer, like all of them lot. Huge.
Boy, make it happen. That's what I say. Make it happen. But listen, DJ Oblig, I know you're itching to get on the deck, bro. I know the man's he's like flips. You don't even want to talk too much. Just get on the deck and let me do my thing. So I'm gonna let you jump up on the decks,
Alright,
and do the little takeover thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be back shortly, and after this, we're handing over to DJ Oblig, and he's gonna be taking you through to 10 p.m.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's the midweek mix. DJ Olos Galileo. No, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
It was a blig,
It was a
It's
blig, my
It was
G.
a
Come
blig.
on.
It had to be done.